everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the what are the queries in a Spring JPA. So let's see. Before starting, let's see what is a Spring JPA in Spring Boot. So Spring JPA means Spring JPA is a Java persistence API. It means the JPA is related to the database. In database, we can store the our project data. Database is important to store the data to for our project. And the JPA Java Persistence API. Persistence means it is the store this data permanently. That is the API. Then the Spring JPA, it is used to the ORM tool. ORM tool means Object Relational Mapping Tool. Basically, ORM tool, it takes the input from the user in an object form and it stores into the row or column form. If user wants some object, that time database it converts row into object form and it returns to the user. That is the JPA. So let's see what are the different types of queries in a Spring JPA. So there are the three types of queries. First is the query written in a Java persistence query language, that's called as a JPQL language. Then second is the query is written in a native programming language and that is similar to the simple SQL language. And third is the criteria criteria of some methods like it is a constructed programmatically via methods. That are the three queries in Spring JPA. So let's see what is a query in Java. So query we can query is simple to use to the perform the basic crude operations. A query means it takes the some data from the query. It matches the record data from the user table and it also used to the map to the object. That is the query. There are the two types of queries. First is the two types of subqueries. First is the type query. Second is a name query. Type query it is the provides the more reliable and easy to test. And type query it is used to the for the add query annotation. That is the type query. And second is the name query. Name query it is the another subtype of a query that is called as a name query. In name query it can be declared in a orm.file and properties.file. And all class name in a name queries it also should be a unique name, that is called as name query. And name query it uses the entity manager, like some example get list of user is equal to named query. That is the name query. Then there are two types of queries. First is the derived query. Second is the native query. In derived queries, we can execute the methods automatically or manually. It means we can use our own queries in derived queries. Like if you want to find some data or read some data or delete some data from your SQL form, SQL, that time you can easily access by manually. That time there are three. There, let's see some example of derived queries. Suppose we have you have user list, and I want to perform this some add functions. That time uh, list integer is equal to find by name, string name. That is the there are the first by keyword. By keyword, it means it there are the two components, first and by keyword. It is the performs the some operations by some queries automatically, like find by use first name. It it will be uh, it will search these queries in our database. Is it if there in any is if there in any names in your SQL database, that time it will shows to you some data. That is a find by username. Then second is the find by then delete by first name, delete by name. That means it will be shows to you deleted items. Then next is a distinct. It provides to you some unique names or unique data. That are the distinct value. That are the derived queries. Then second is a native queries. Native queries. Native queries, it is the related to the SQL language. It is perform the some basic crude operations in a native queries. Native queries, it will be it will be provided the default queries. It does not allow to you its own queries in a native form. So that are the types of queries in a Spring JPA. Thank you.